advanced vinyasa flow. So we're going to try to build a lot of body weight strength in this particular movement pattern, and we're also going to be moving in all directions and working our full body. So expect to face different areas in different ways, and expect to get a nice, clean, crisp workout in as well. So when you're ready, meet me in a standing position at the back of your floor space. So we're just going to go through a nice brisk warm-up, just to warm up the wrists, activate the thighs and the hamstrings. So when you're ready, we want to push our hips back, take a nice forward fold, keeping our backs nice and straight to engage our back muscles, and then we're going to place our hands down to the ground. You can take a bend if your hands don't touch the ground, and then from there we're just going to walk our hands out into a high plank. Now you can push into the hands and push them in all sorts of different directions until you reach your plank pose, just to activate and warm up the wrists at the same time. You know, squeeze the glutes, bring that navel to the spine, spin the eyes at the elbow forward, just to activate our body. And then from there we're going to do the same sort of thing as we walk our hands back. You can start walking the feet a little bit further apart, and then we're going to come down into a squat, push the hips and into the feet, and come up, squeezing the glutes for a nice body weight squat. And again, you can bring the feet a little bit closer, hinge at the hips, coming back down, placing the hands onto the ground, and then walking the hands out once again. However, your hands need to be warmed up. Coming forward into your high plank. Brief hold, navel to the spine. You might want to bring one knee to the wrist, then the other. Just to add on a little bit, you don't have to. A plank hold is perfectly fine. And then again, we're going to walk ourselves back, pushing into that deep squat, push up, nice body weight squat, engaging the glutes at the back, at the top. And then from there, we're just going to take that forward fold one more time. This time, walk forward, moving the hands around, coming into that high plank. Again, perfectly fine to hold here. You can bring that right knee to the right wrist, left knee to the left wrist, shift forward and lower down onto our bellies. Untuck the toes, keep the hands roughly where they are. We're just going to pull the elbows into the side body, pull the hands back, bringing your chest forward and through, to engage the back muscles by squeezing the shoulder blades together. Lower back down, push back up to plank, and walk your hands back. And this time, when we get to the back of the mat, we're not going to take that squat. We're just going to take a bend in the knees, grab opposite elbow, pedal out the legs, and sway the body from side to side. You may want to roll the wrists as well, just to loosen them up. Keep the focus on your breath. Loosen up the wrists however you feel necessary. And from there, we'll lower down into that squat, push back up, shake out the hands, and we'll meet in a downward facing dog. And by doing so, you can walk it back out, or you can just step into your downward facing dog. Now from that downward facing dog, we're just going to pedal out the feet, focusing on the breath. Pushing into the ground with your hands and pushing away with your feet. Your heels can be up, mine are, it's perfectly fine. We're just trying to create length in our back body. Spin the eyes of the elbows towards each other. Come back to center. And then from there we're going to raise our right leg up to the sky. Flexing the toes. And then we're going to open the feet out to the side, keeping nice and high. And we're going to bring that right foot all the way up to the right hand, keeping it as straight as you possibly can. And then when we get there, we're going to step that right foot outside the right hand. We're going to come off of that right hand, put the pressure into the left hand and keep pushing into it. Extend the right arm forward, shift forward, coming onto the toes, and then you're going to be bringing that left knee up into the chest, and then stepping it all the way through. And again, same thing, we're going to be pushing into that left hand, hoisting that left hip up, and then pushing into the ground with the right foot. And then from there, knee back into the chest, step it all the way back, place that right hand inside the right foot, and then bring that right hand leg up, back and around, trying to keep it straight. and then we're going to place that right foot down next to the left. So there's one of those. Yeah. Nice glute worker, core worker, arm worker, and yes, you should be working. So right foot outside, right hand, right arm extended away from you, pushing into the left, shifting forward, knee up into the chest, extend it through. You can grab the outer edge of the left foot with your right hand if you choose, but keep pushing into that left arm and bringing that left hip up. And from there, knee into the chest, extend it back, right hand down, right leg up, round, and a back, and down. Last one, so we're going to bring it up, open up that hip, extend it up and around, and then pushing into that left hand, step that right foot forward. We're sort of in a lizard lunge here. We're going to take that right hand up, bring that left knee into the chest and extend through. Grab the outside of the foot, or just keep extending and pushing into the ground. Take 2 breaths. And on your next exhale, lower down to the ground. So from here, we're going to shift ourselves on our mat. So the left leg is now extended, the right leg is tucked slightly, and we're going to bring the right foot to around the knee, thigh area of the left leg. Place your left hand behind you, pivot to the outside edge of your left foot. I'm slightly off my mat, that's perfectly fine. We're about to get on it, and then push up, and now you're in wild thing. So you can extend your arm up over your head, come onto the tiptoes of that back leg, push into the ground, gaze forward, push your hips up, squeezing. So we're now engaging our side body, the side core, and then from there we're going to bring that right knee up into the chest, pivot to the top of the mat, and then step the right foot alongside the left hand, coming onto the toes of the back leg. We're going to bring our torso nice and long, and then we're going to extend our arms up and away, and then we're going to push into our warrior 3. From our warrior 3, we're going to slowly bring that left leg up and straight in front of you, challenging the glute strength on the right hand side. Bring that left leg up and back, warrior 3. So we go for 5 of these warrior 3 to straight legs. There's 2. Have your hands wherever you want them for stability reasons. Ooh, try to keep your balance and your focus. 3, extend away. Inhale back. Exhale, keeping my focus. Extend in front of you. Last one, we're going to extend back. Your right outer glute should be talking to you. And from there, we're going to slowly pivot. So we're coming onto the toes of the right foot still facing forward. We're going to take a bend into that knee, and we're slowly going to lower that left leg down to the back. So instead of coming into a warrior 2 position, we're going to just place our right elbow on top of our right knee. Sort of the legs are in a warrior 2 alignment, so the back heel should be meeting up with the back heel of your left leg, pushing into the outside edge of your left foot, and the arch of your left foot is up, still pushing into the ground. It should still be an active pose. The right knee should be slightly tracking over the middle toes, and then you want to scoop that right hip under, and then from there you can extend your left arm up overhead, stretching through that left side body. You can place your right hand inside your right knee and counteract that by pushing your right knee against your right arm, or you may want to bring your right arm up and away, so both arms are off, and you're just pushing into the front of that back heel, that front heel. And then from there, we're going to straighten that front leg. We're going to pivot towards the back of the mat, so the back leg comes into a sort of 45-degree angle, and we're going to lower down into our Skandasana. The toes of the right foot come up, and then we push back up. There's 1, lowering back down, 2, inhale, come down, exhale, push up, bear some weight into that front toe, so your right leg is still facing forward. Then from there, we're going to bring that left leg up and around, and now we're going to bring it inside the right thigh. So coming into our tree pose, So you can squeeze the thigh and the left foot together, creating a bit of tension. And then when you feel nice and stable, you can then begin to shift the hips forward and pull the knee back, so you're getting that opener hip. From this position, if you choose, you can take some raises. So you lift your right calf up, find one point of focus. It's not an easy way to keep your balance, but try it anyway, it's fun. 3, 4. You can place your left foot inside the left thigh, on the left calf. Just don't place it on the knee joint. You don't want to be pushing against that for reasons that are pretty self-explanatory. And then we're going to come up, lower back down. From there we're going to bring our knee into our chest. We're going to extend it away from you, coming back into that warrior 3 position. Place the left toes down and then step that right foot, bring that into the chest, extend it away from you, and then here we are back in plank pose. From our plank pose, we're going to push the hips back but lower the elbows down at the same time, coming into a dolphin. Just working on our shoulders, stick the hips up to the sky. You can gently gaze forward, and from there we're just going to come up into our plank. So 1, back to dolphin, to plank. So we're working our triceps and we're working on our core and shoulder mobility. 3, 4, elbows should come down to the ground and back up. 5. From there we're going to shift forward and slowly lower down over 10, 9, all the way to the bellies. 7, 1. Belly hits the ground. Untuck the toes, and then you want to bring the hands to the back of the head. So you just want to interlace the fingers behind the back of the head, push into the ground with your hips, and then create a little vacuum with the lower belly. So by having your hands on your head, you just got a little bit of weight. Bring the shoulder blades onto your back, and then we're just going to lift up and lower down. 2, 3, keep the gaze in front of you. 4, 5, 6, 7. And we hold on 7, squeezing the glutes. And place the hands alongside you. Push yourself up. Push the hips back. And here we are in downward facing dog. Ready to repeat all that fun on the other side. So take a few moments to reconnect to your breath. Start coming back to the nasal breathing. Find some stillness. And when you're ready, you're going to raise that left leg up to the sky. And then we're going to open up that hip. Step that left foot outside the left hand. Bend into that left knee. Push through the right hand. Left hand comes up. Come onto the tiptoes of the back foot. And here we are again. Right knee comes into the chest. Extend it through. For that one-legged extend through. Right hip up. Right hand into the ground. Knee into the chest. Step back. Left hand places inside the left foot. And then bring that left leg up and around. Placing back down. Second number 2. Left leg up and back. Extend it up and around. Placing outside the left toes. Left hand. Extend the left arm forward. Knee into the chest. Step it through. And again, you can grab the outside edge of your left foot. Just going to hold here. Working that thigh. Working that side core. Knee into the chest. Step back. Left hand down. Up. And around. Luckily, only one more of those. And only one more of those holds. So left leg comes up and back on your inhale. Exhale nice and slowly. Keep that leg nice and straight. Step it round. Place outside your left hand. Left arm extends away. Knee into the chest. Extend through. Push it into the ground. Don't let that right shoulder collapse. Keep the hips up. And then from there, we're going to lower down. Again, realign yourself on your mat. So wherever you need to be, I'm going to shift back just a little bit more. Place my right hand beside my right hip. Left leg gets tucked in towards the right thigh. Pivot onto the outside edge of your right foot. Push your hips up over the shoulder. Shoulder should be over the hand, coming onto the toes of the left foot. And here we are in Wild Thing. Engaging our core, squeezing our glutes, extending through the left hand to open up that left shoulder and side body. From there, you're going to gaze down at the right hand, bring that knee up into the chest, and slowly pivot forwards to the top of the mat. Place your left foot there, straighten out through the back toes, extending through the head, and then we're going to take off into our Warrior 3 airplane pose. And then slowly bring that left foot forward, right foot forward and up, engaging the thigh, and then come back and sweep back into your Warrior 3. And here we are, back where we started, well, same direction where we started, shall I say. 2 up, extend away, 3 up, extend away. We're just working through that left glute. Extend away from you. Last one. Come up, extend away. Come back into your Warrior 3. Bend into that front knee and then slowly step that right foot down to the back of your mat. And once again, I'm facing back from you this time. So again, from both sides. So I'll quickly do it the other way, just so you can see a little bit easier this time around. So right leg is pushed into the ground. You take a bend as if you're in a Warrior 2 position, but you want to push into the outside edge of that right heel, bringing the inner edge of the right arch up. You want to have the left knee tracking over the toes. And you can keep your left forearm on top of the left knee, and extend your right arm up overhead, stretching into that side body from all them step throughs we did earlier. You can place your left hand inside or on a block of your left foot, extending that right arm up overhead. And if you want that bit more of a challenge, you can also bring both arms off, coming into Dewey Huster, shall I say. So make sure that left knee's tracking over the toes, that left knee's pushing out, left hip's coming under, navel's bring to spine. You can gaze under that right armpit. I'm going to spin back to face this way, and then from there we're going to lower down into that back leg, bring the toes up of the left leg, and coming into our Skandasana and pushing back up. It's 1, 2. Bit of a leg focused class today, even though it is full body. Might be a little bit more focused on the legs, I guess, and a bit more of a challenge for your balance. So we're going to come up, toes still pointing forward. We're going to spin around, and then we're going to bring that right leg in towards the right thigh. As I said, you can bring it inside the calf. You can place it toes onto the ground as if you're in a kickstand. Wherever you want to be, just don't place it on the knee. You really don't want to damage your knee joint just by trying a tree pose. So push the feet together, the feet into the thigh into the foot, and you can open up that hip when you've got some stability. And again, we can take some of those raises. So you can come up onto the toes of your right foot and just challenge your balance a little bit more. I like to call mine a swaying tree because it's definitely not a stable pose for me, but it's a nice challenge. If you drop out of it, it's perfectly fine. Just reconnect the foot to the leg and go again. And last one. From there, bring that knee into the chest, extend that right foot away from you, place the hands down, coming into your runner's lunge, bring that knee up into the chest, and once again, extend it away, placing the toes down to the ground. And from there, we're going to push back into our dolphin pose. Once more, This time we're just going to bring our nose to our thumbs, so keep your nice posture of a dolphin pose, maybe walk the feet in a little bit closer, navel to the spine, and we shift the weight forward, touch the nose between the nose between the thumbs and come back. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, 5. Back to dolphin, gaze forward, and from here we're going to come all the way through into our low plank chaturanga. So keep your elbows nice and low, gaze forward, bring your elbows into the side body, coming into your low plank, push up into plank pose, and then we'll slowly lower down onto our bellies over 10 seconds. 10, 9, keep squeezing the elbows in to the side body, navel to the spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Now we're on our bodies, on our bellies. We're going to extend our arms away from us, place the thumbs up towards the sky, bring that navel to the spine, squeeze the glutes, push into the ground with your toes, and you can place your forehead on the ground. I won't for mic purposes sake, but when you're ready, we're going to bring the shoulder blades onto the back, and you're going to plug the shoulders into the socket and lift your arms up and lower back down. There's 1, 2, 3, nice and controlled, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, the last one we hold, 10. Place the arms back down, and from there we're just going to shift the elbows underneath the shoulders, bring our chest up and through, shoulders onto the back. We're just going to come into a nice Sphinx pose. Just open up the front body. You can sway from side to side to loosen up the shoulders. Make sure the glutes are engaged. If you want to go a bit deeper, you can push into the ground and raise the elbows up, coming into your seal pose. Again, feet can be a little bit wider apart to protect the lower back. Chest through. And then we lower back down. And from there, you want to bring your left hand in, left elbow out. And we're just going to reach around and grab the outside edge or the inside edge of your right foot and just stretch out the quad. Again, this is also a nice little shoulder opener at the same time. If you can't reach your foot, you can grab a strap. And there we're going to slowly release and simply switch over to the other side. Same thing, if you spin the fingers up towards the sky, you might get more of a shoulder stretch as well at the same time. Make sure you've got a gentle contraction of your glute and thigh. You don't just want to hold it tender and loose. And from there, we're going to release, come back onto our knees. And you can take a seat just to open up the hips a little bit more. You just take a nice cross-legged seat, just letting the splay open. And if you'd like, you can fold forward and take a bit of a back and front forward fold. In fact, I'll do that, so there's your option. Take the forward fold, opening up the back, tucking the chin to the chest. And come back up. If you want to even it out, switch the other leg in front and repeat the process. But as for the rest of this class, that's it. There's your moment to move. You've had your excuse, you've had your fun, and hopefully you've really enjoyed this full body vinyasa workout. So we've moved in all different directions, faced it back and front. So hopefully it was easy enough to follow along. And if not, let me know. And if it was, also let me know. I love feedback. I love to hear how things were and how they went for you. And yeah, thank you for joining me at A Moment to Move. We've got plenty of other workouts on the channel, so feel free to check them out in the playlists below. And I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for joining me.